Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Gym Rat World. My name is Rob, and today I'm going to be talking about how you can make exercising a habit. All right, this is an age-old question. Many people have asked it. Many people are wondering how they can make their exercise routine an actual habit. People don't want to fall off their workout program, so that's probably why you're here watching this video. Now, I'm going to break this down very simply for you. I'm going to try to make this video nice, quick, and concise for you as well, because I just don't want to waste your time. And you need to look at these 3 tips as sort of like the scaffolding, sort of like the framework on how to make exercising a habit for you. But other than all that, let's just get into it. First step, the first thing that you should be focusing on to make exercise a habit is something that many people have heard all over the place. It's been repeated for many different things, but one of the main things that you need to focus on is actually making goals. You need to have goals. You can read those goals, you can go, oh, hey, wait, this is actually why I'm doing this, and this is why yeah, my body hurts, but I need to go into the gym. Now stop. I know a lot of you are sitting there thinking, this guy's just telling me to write down some goals. This sounds kind of pedestrian, sounds kind of childish. Some of you might be thinking, this sounds like I'm back at work. And it kind of sounds oversimplified, maybe a little ridiculous to a lot of you. But I gotta tell you, this little bit of actually writing down your goals and having goals is a huge thing that you need to have. Because think of it this way, if you're working out, or if you're trying to work out, if you're trying to make exercise a habit for yourself, you're going to have bad days. You're going to have days where you're not going to want to work out, where you don't want to go at all, and you're going to just sit in your bed or sit at home or wherever you're at, and you're going to think to yourself, well, I don't really feel like working out today. Some of you might be thinking, maybe working out's just not my thing. Maybe I'm just one of those people that's never going to work out. Having those tough times and you don't have something to fall back on or a reason why you're actually going to the gym. Well, when your mind says to you, hey, we're not doing this today, and you don't have a reason, you don't have something to come back and say, no, we are doing this today, I am going to go to the gym. If you don't have something to come back to, then you're just not going to go. And that's how you fall off of exercising, and that's how people do not make exercise a habit, is because they don't do the simple first step of just trying to figure out why they're actually going. So definitely have goals, write down goals, and make that your first thing that you do. Also, I would suggest rereading those goals at least once per day to solidify it in your mind, because the first 30 to 60, 90 days of you trying to work out, it's going to be the toughest time. This is going to be the time where if you're trying to ride a bull, this is the time where the bull is bucking and kicking. This habit, you trying to create this habit, there's going to be a million different ways that you can fall off of trying to make exercise a habit. Okay, so again, to set yourself up for success just a little bit, just write down some goals, and this is going to help you out. But that's the first thing that you should be doing, is writing down goals. Okay, so the second thing that you should be doing is something, again, it's very simple. All of this, to me, is very simple when it comes to exercising, making these habits. It's very hard to do, but the instructions, the directions are very simple, such as the next thing, which is you need to schedule it out. You need to have some sort of schedule. You need to treat your workout program kind of like you treat work. Like if you're getting off of work one day and your buddy says, hey, look, let's go get blasted at the bar. Let's see how many Coors Lights we can drink. Let's see if we can spend $1,000 at a bar tonight. You say no because, hey, you have this immovable thing that you have to do the next day, which is you have to wake up at 7 a.m. to get to work. You have to work. You can't spend $1,000 at the bar. You can't drink as much beer as you want that night because you have this thing that you cannot move around, this thing that you're obligated to the next day, which is going to work. That needs to be the same for working out. I know a lot of people just don't like rigidity, but you need to have it, especially for the first, again, 30 to 60, 90 days, one of the toughest times you're going to have. You got to have a very rigid schedule. You need to look at your workout program. You need to look at the days that you're going to be working out, days you're not going to be working out, and you need to have concrete times and concrete days that you'll be going to the gym. This means that you might have to wake up earlier. This means you might have to go to bed later, whatever it is, you need to look at your schedule for the coming week and schedule out your workouts. Because again, when your friend comes to you at the end of the day, like if you have a kind of flimsy schedule, maybe it's Wednesday and you go, well, I'm kind of supposed to work out today, not really sure when I'm going to fit it in, but I'm just gonna try to work out today. Let's say you skip the morning, skip lunch, and then you get off of work, you're already tired, and then your buddy says, hey, let's go grab some food or something. And if you have that flimsy schedule where the workout is not really in place, it's just kind of there, and it's very easy for you to say, well, yeah, I'll just grab some food, and then maybe I'll just work out twice tomorrow, or maybe whatever excuse you give yourself. Basically, when your mind is just trying to kick you off of the habit, when that happens, if you have a firm schedule, it makes it a lot easier to actually show up and do the workouts and keep exercising to make exercise a habit. Okay, so that's why you have this schedule. You have this immovable time frame where it's just there, where Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to the gym. I'm actually going to go to the gym on Monday morning, in the morning, then on Wednesday I'm going to go in the midday, and then maybe Friday I'm going to go in the morning again. And you know exactly when you're going to go, exactly how long you're going to be there, and you move everything around and you make it work. But you need a schedule. Okay, again, the goal of all of this is really just to make everything just a little bit easier for you. And again, if you have this schedule, if you have this immovable time frame, then it just makes it easier for those times where somebody says, hey, let's do this, or maybe your mind says, hey, I don't want to do this, or whatever the case. You just have this thing that you have to show up to, that you have to go to, just like work. You have to go to work, you have to show up to get paid. If you want to get your goals, if you want to get paid as far as reaching your goals, then you have to show up to the gym and you have to do that. Okay, so again, first 30 or 60, 90 days, you need to just schedule everything out. It needs to be rigid. Again, I know there's a lot of people who don't like that rigidness. Maybe the rest of your life can have no form, no rigidness whatsoever, no structure, and that's perfectly fine. But for working out, you need that structure, especially, again, for the first 30 to 60 days, you need that structure. So make a schedule. Again, I know it sounds simple. I know it sounds ridiculous, and I know you might be thinking, no, there has to be something else. There has to be a better tip, a quick tip, a more nuanced tip, or anything like that. It's really not. You just have to have the schedule because you need to show up, right? So that's the main thing, and that's actually the next thing. So let's get into the next thing. But first, before we go, again, first thing that you should be doing is what? You should be having goals. Second thing, you need to schedule out your workouts. And then now let's get into the third thing. So the third thing, the last thing that you need to be focusing on when you're trying to make exercise a habit is actually just showing up, right? Unfortunately, Nike has had it right this entire time. You do just have to do it, all right? And I know, again, this sounds very simple. It might sound dismissive to your struggle, but it is something that you have to do, all right? Basically because you have this old habit of just saying no to exercising. You have the habit of when the question comes up, hey, should I exercise today? You have the habit of saying, no, I should not exercise today, all right? Now, again, we're trying to create this new habit. So when you're creating a new habit, you have to combat that old one. When you come up with that question of, hey, should I work out today? It should be, yes, I just have to do it. I have to show up, so yes, I do have to work out today, all right? Again, this is just something that you're combating. This is just something that you have to keep on saying to yourself because, again, first 30 to 60 days, it's going to be very difficult times. Your mind is going to tell you you're too sore, you're too tired, your leg hurts, your arm hurts, your head hurts, your eyeballs hurt. You're going to be saying, I got stuff to do today. I want to go drink. I want to go eat. I want to have a social. You're going to be saying all these things, all these reasons on why you shouldn't be exercising. And that's why you just have to have it instilled in your mind that, hey, if I want to make exercise a habit, if I want to get somewhat close to the goals I've set out to do, I have to just do it. I just have to show up. And again, this sounds simple, but it is what it is. It is that simple, all right? It is that simple as far as instructions. Instructions to making exercise a habit, the instructions are very simple. If you're looking for some, PS4 freaking cheat code, if you're looking for some if you're looking for some GTA 5 cheat code or something like that, this isn't the place. To make exercise a habit, there is no cheat code. There is no, 5 steps to the left, 1 step to the right. You got to jump up, touch your butt. There's nothing like that, all right? There's just simple instructions, and then there's a struggle to just following simple instructions, which at times it's going to be insulting, all right? I know the struggle, okay? It's going to be insulting sometimes where you're like, well, I know I just have to do it. I know I just have to show up, but X, Y, and Z is telling me I'm not going to do it. And sometimes you're not going to do it, okay? That's just kind of what happens, right? But you do have to go back to this framework, go back to the scaffolding of just showing up and just doing it, understanding where you are and where you're trying to go, okay? But that's the third thing, that's the last thing, and that's this entire video. Again, this is more like a scaffolding for you. This is more like a framework for you. This is something that you can just fall back on, that if you have goals, you should know that if you want to make exercise a habit, if you have good goals, if you have goals that are yours, not somebody else, that's definitely going to help you out. That's definitely going to help you in those tough times and help you in those critical points where you can say, hey, no, I am working out because of X, Y, and Z. Also, if you have that schedule, it makes it much easier to show up to the gym because you just already have it in place. Everything else that you're supposed to do for that day or that week is already placed in other places, and you have this workout schedule to where you go, hey, 6 a.m. on there, hey, noon on there, hey, 9 p.m. on there, whatever time it is, you have it scheduled out and you know exactly when you're supposed to be there, and you know that nothing else is going to get in the way. Again, that makes it very easy to show up, which again is the last thing. Just focus on showing up. Just focus on no matter what your mind is saying, know that your mind is wrong. Know that whatever your mind is saying is coming from that old place of always saying, no, I'm not going to work out today. Just understand that and then move forward by saying to yourself, you know what, no, I need to show up. I need to just do it. But again, that's this video. Again, I hope I tried to make this nice, concise, and quick for you. Again, don't take this the wrong way. Don't take any of this as dismissive. Don't take any of this as oversimplified or anything like that. Just know that, coming from somebody who has had to make exercise a habit later on in life, it is very difficult. I understand that, but I focused on these simple things, and it's worked out in exercising, and also it's worked out in making a lot of other habits that I've made just by focusing on the simple instructions. So again, I hope this helped you out. If you go to thegymratworld.com, if you have any questions on anything, I have a forum there. I want to try to build a little community there to where people who are struggling, people who just have tips, maybe you have progress reports or whatever you want to do, you just want to communicate with people who are maybe going through the same thing, go to thegymratworld.com. There's a forum there. I have workout programs there as well. You can become a member. I have a few workout programs on there. It's just like $10. You only pay it once. There's no recurring fee. It's just $10. I will always be adding workout programs. You don't have to pay more for it. So go ahead, check that out. Other than that, I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, have a good day and good luck.